Hey guys, welcome back to True Crime with Shannon, where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. All right, y'all. So there is a little 5-year-old that has been missing probably since before Thanksgiving Day, and we really need all hands on deck for this one, guys. So I just heard about this yesterday, late yesterday, and it's a Sunday early evening as I record this. So if you can share this video, share the poster, anything you can do to share this little girl's face, it is highly, highly appreciated, and we need to find this girl. So this one here is an article, and I also have some other information on this out of News 19 out of Columbia, South Carolina. The Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office began searching for 5-year-old Aspen after discovering her mother's body during a welfare check on Thanksgiving Day. All right, and there is a picture of little Aspen. Orangeburg County investigators are continuing their search for a missing 5-year-old after the child's mother was found dead at a home on Thanksgiving, all as family members plead for answers. Don't know where she's at, neither. Polly Jumper said, don't know. Thanksgiving and the days that followed have been a nightmare for Jumper and the rest of his family as they continue to search for his niece, Aspen Jeter. The 5-year-old was first reported missing on Thursday. Jumper said his family is just hoping someone has information about Aspen. I'm just hoping for the public to get Aspen back home, he said. We want her back safe. According to the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to the 200 block of Louise Drive for a welfare check because the mother hadn't been seen in weeks. The department said when they entered the home, they found a deceased woman, believed to be Aspen's mother. The identity of the woman and the cause of death has not been publicly released by the Orangeburg County Coroner's Office. Adeline Pogue lives just a few doors down from the home where the mother was found and saw the commotion on Thanksgiving night. My wife was like, there's a door open, and as soon as she said that, we saw some deputies run through. Then we saw about 5 more roll through, Pogue said. It's kind of unusual to see that many coming through on this street. He said this is normally a silent neighborhood with most families keeping to themselves. Now with a dead mother and a missing child, Poe said he worries for his family's safety. Being that I have a young daughter, she's 16, stays in this neighborhood, anybody or anything could be roaming around in the neighborhood, he said. Meanwhile, Jumper encouraged everyone to pray and keep an eye out for Aspen and contact the sheriff's department if they know anything. Those with information can also report anonymously to Crime Stoppers at 1-800-CRIME-SC. So let's go over some information about this little girl who is missing. Here's her missing poster from Crime Stoppers. This is little Aspen Jeter. She's been missing since at least November 24th from Orangeburg, South Carolina. As we stated in the article, a welfare check was called to the 200 block of Louise Drive in Orangeburg, South Carolina on Thanksgiving Day. Their LE found a deceased female who had not been seen since November 1st. And now her 5-year-old child is missing. Police are asking anyone with information to call the sheriff's office directly at 803-534-3550 or Crime Stoppers at 888-CRIME-SC. So, let me also get some information to you guys. Twitter has been, honestly, this is where I learned about this child because there's not a lot of major, sadly, there's not a lot of major developments in the main media for this child. And that's really sad, because we have a little child missing, and at the same time, there's just not much information on it. So let me see what we can pull up on Twitter here. Okay, so Twitter has seemed to be the best place for information on little Aspen, and it also has turned out that her father is also MIA. They have no idea where her father is. And Legacy at I am Legacy 23 on Twitter, excellent, excellent advocate for the missing, and that's what I've been covering the Quentin Simon case. I highly recommend if you're an advocate for these missing children to follow I am Legacy 23 on Twitter. So here we have some Photos, some more photos of little Aspen. There she is on a swing, looks like in her backyard. And there she is with her father. So that is her father, who is also missing. Nobody has any idea where he is. Well, and they apparently cannot reach him. And honestly, there's not a lot of coverage in the media for this missing child, and there's no reason that this should not be covered throughout the nation at this point. I mean, she's a missing 5-year-old. Her mother has allegedly, because they haven't confirmed the identity though, but her mother has allegedly been found deceased in their home, and she's missing. And apparently, the child cannot walk on her own. She has some kind of hip issue, which is discussed in here in these posts that I'm going to go through here. It states people are asking why there's no missing person alert for the child, and we all know that the whole sad thing about the Amber Alerts, that's something that is a whole other problem altogether. But we can definitely, I don't know why they don't have an endangered missing alert for the child with their flyer all over the place. It's like I said, there's like a couple articles online, but you definitely don't have nearly like we're seeing on Twitter, and that's not even national. The first I heard of this case was on Twitter. So I mean, it's really sad that this little 5-year-old could have been gone as much as almost a month at this point, because November 1st, and we have no idea, if she's okay, if her safety's in jeopardy or anything. So I mean, this cute little 5-year-old is, who knows where. So they're saying that she's nonverbal and limited mobility from the hips down. So there's no way she could have walked out of the home. So it's possible her father has her, but they need to know obviously about his well-being and her well-being at this point. So they don't know, so they can't reach him, and of course they don't know where Aspen is. So here's some information from some of the family. This was from Aspen's aunt, who is the dad's sister, the father that we're seeing in the photos. She says, Crystal was a tortured soul. I can say more, but it's the reasons why people were pushed away or chose to walk away. Somebody asks her, have you been in contact with Aspen's dad? She states, no, I haven't, unfortunately. The whole relationship was a disaster for years, Antar included. These were not the idea people at all. As his sister, I can honestly say that neither one deserved this beautiful little girl. I'm not going to sugarcoat for him or her. He loves that baby, and unfortunately, it may have been the beginning to an end once she was born. I always believed, though, it would have been my brother deceased, though. This is not easy. If he's out there alive, I pray he reaches out. So they're stating that, yeah, people are asking that, they, instead of bashing and all, they want prayers and answers. But she's stating that there was a lot of trouble in the relationship, which is something we hear a lot in these cases when we have missing kids and broken families. That's something we hear a lot, where there's issues with the relationship between mom and dad. So that's definitely another sad addition to the case. So her mother was Crystal Jumper, and they found her again on Thanksgiving. And of course, we don't know where her dad is either. And it looks like there's a number of people continuing stating here. It says some friends and family are continuing to speak out. It says, my heart is so broken, I can't stop thinking about baby Aspen. I know Crystal would want everyone to do everything possible to help. Please help if anyone knows anything that can lead to finding baby Aspen. Rest in peace, Crystal. I know you're up there rocking baby London with your mom and dad by your side. I pray Aspen is safe and will be found soon. I've had the same best friend since I was 13. Today I found her lifeless body was found on Thanksgiving morning, and her 5-year-old daughter is missing. Aspen is nonverbal and has extremely limited mobility from the hips down. Please share Aspen's picture. She was in Orangeburg, South Carolina, and could have been missing since as early as November 1st. We don't know who she's with or where she is or if she's okay. She definitely didn't walk off because she does not walk. So somebody removed her from the home. Again, Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office is 803-531-4647. So this is a very sad situation that really hit this weekend. And like I said, it seems to be mostly on Twitter. And it's really sad that this has not been picked up nationally, and I'm sure a lot of people are not aware of this little girl being missing. And with her having limited mobility and all that, it's something that we all need to help in any way that we can, because we need to make sure that she's okay, and obviously we want to make sure that dad's okay because he's not reachable. But at the same time, he could be, a potential suspect. But they're stating allegedly Aspen's dad is also missing, and his sister stated that it's very possible that Aspen's with him. She also claimed he's not a suspect at this time, but no one can reach out to him. But that's definitely something that is, I don't know about that one, because you can't just say he would not be a suspect, because I think it's way too early in the case, because they haven't even clarified that that is the mom, Crystal, that they found in the home, deceased. So he's definitely somebody I'm sure that the law enforcement would like to speak to at this point. So there's her face again, and I'm gonna put up a bunch of pictures as well, the many as we found, of little Aspen here. So here's another post here on Twitter. It is hard to read. So let's see if I can get this up here. It says deputies responded around noon on Thursday to a welfare check in the 200 block of Louise Drive. They found a deceased female who's not been seen since November 1st. Social media posts by family have named the deceased mother as Crystal Jumper. Investigators have soon learned that deceased also had a child, 5-year-old Aspen Jeter. However, the child was nowhere to be found. Again, they giving you all the information to. They want to find the child, make sure the child's safe and everything. And then you've got it looks like a friend or a family member, excuse me, that posted here about Crystal. It states, at this moment, we are completely and utterly heartbroken. We need your help. This beauty right here is our Crystal. We are at a complete loss for words. Yesterday, we were notified that Crystal's body was found in her home in Orangeburg. We are trying to locate her beautiful baby girl, Aspen, and get answers as to what happened to Crystal. We have no other information at this time. There are so many questions right now, and we are giving all the information that we have to the investigators. Please, if you have any information, contact Orangeburg County Police. Our family needs answers, and her little girl will one day needs the same answers. We ask that you be patient with us as we try to do everything we can to help find the truth. We will share as much as we can when we can. Please keep her brother and our family in your thoughts and prayers. Our two concerns right now are, one, finding Aspen and making sure she's safe, and two, finding the truth of what happened to Crystal. Please, if you know something, speak up. So that's really another sad. So she does have looks like a number of family and friends that are speaking up to try to get this out there, but it's sad that it's just not being picked up nationally at all. So again, we're gonna, please share the stuff. I'm on Twitter as @CrimeShannon. I have shared and all these posts, and I will continue to share them. And I'm going to share them on the Facebook page. Uh, on the Facebook page, rather, excuse me, for True Crime with Shannon. If you haven't joined, that information is always in the information of every single video. But at this point, we need to get this little girl's face out there. We don't know what happened to her, and it's very, very important that we find out, and hopefully that she is safe. So if you have any information, they're asking you to please call Crime Stoppers or the Orangeburg County Police. And again, let's share this baby's face out there all over the social media. And if you have TikTok, any of that stuff, please do share her face. So that's going to be it for today. And please share a little Aspen's picture. And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day and stay safe.